Radio. Where was we? We're taking a break and then coming back. I'm confused. Oh, good lord. Oh man, this game is so ugly. I don't remember it looking so bad. It's like the game doesn't have any is it anti-aliasing? Is everything just looks jaggy and smudgy and blurry? I guess this is what happens when you upscale 720, because I'm pretty sure this game never output a 1080. It's a shame, really. Everything just looks meh. I mean, even the gun in Hale's hand is quite blurry. The barrel and the whatever the is in behind the barrel is quite blurry. Oh, Fury. So yeah, I was looking and we were in chapter 4 before, so we're in 5 now. So let's see what these are. Medical Research Journal. Subject JS, which is obviously Jordan Shepherd. Scheduled for transfer to Station Igloo in Iceland. Subject was deemed too dangerous for security provisions at this location, so obviously that's after he turned into Daedalus. Subject has been reclassified as Category 4 enemy prisoner and has been assigned the code name Daedalus. Why didn't they kill him? No? Like, if it's like that dangerous, why would you not kill him? Are they keeping him alive to interrogate him? But you know, it's like sitting on a nuke, waiting for it to explode, or an unexploded nuclear warhead, isn't it? I don't know. This time is most unfortunate, as I've recently begun to learn much more from him than I anticipated. Exactly, he's using him as research, or as a book, basically. This is a bad idea, dude. The subject Daedalus no longer appears capable of audio speech, but he's able to communicate inaudibly with other infected subjects. How come we can't speak? It's weird. Several other suspects have reported hearing him speak at a distance of up to 800 feet. Damn. I've been able to use his strange ability to my advantage to interrogate him by proxy. From what I have learned, he somehow has knowledge of the purpose and origins of the Chimeran Towers. I previously had only guessed that. If Daedalus can be trusted, and if the knowledge is accurate, these towers are in fact many millions of years old. The original purpose was never fulfilled, and Daedalus is unwilling to explain precisely what they were intended for. Millions of years old. Shit. I have, however, been able to extract one further clue about the origin of the Chimera. According to Daedalus, the Chimeran virus strain was born upon some form of meteorite. Ah. So the strain for the virus wasn't millions of years old. It's recent then. This corresponds precisely with my personal findings that I have traced the origins back to Tunguska. Shortly after the turn of the century, which is in 90, was it the Tunguska explosion, like 1900 something? So the Tunguska explosion was in this game is a meteorite that was sent by the Chimeran, that carried a virus sent by the Chimeran to Earth to restart up whatever they were doing millions of years ago. You got to ask yourself though, what were they doing millions of years ago, and why the hell did they leave Earth? You know, millions of years ago, there was no man. You know, humans didn't exist in that time. So why did they leave Earth? Especially if they left all these towers behind. I still find it odd that none of this Chimeran tech was ever discovered. You know, they could dig out pyramids and shit, yet they can't find a Chimeran tower that's been buried under the ground. Especially in Resistant Fall of Man, where they had there were like cables of power cables that just ran from like London all the way to like Cardiff or something. It's like, are you kidding me? Like these massive towers and shit were never discovered. Like they were either buried super deep or, you know, you're just blind. Anyway, where were we? What I found the most puzzling, however, is how these virus strains could have been so precisely formed to attack the human genome when they were extraterrestrial in origin. This is a subject that Daedalus refuses to discuss. I will continue to conduct these interrogations, but I'm afraid I will get a little information from him before the subject is transferred. Yeah, so obviously the original cameras must be sitting on their asses in the homeworld and watching us. This is very, very spooky. At least we know where the Cameroon strain came from. It's probably started in Russia then, with the Tunguska event. Wow. Well, at least we know how the virus got to Earth. So it wasn't something that was just buried, and then someone discovered a body, and oh shit, the virus, it broke out and all that shit. It was actually sent. It was sent by those assholes from before. This is to do with the viral inhibitors. A gamma series of the viral inhibitors yielding improved results over the beta, whatever. 70% of soldiers inoculated with gamma series survived at least 72 hours beyond the point of injection. Less than 10% have experienced extreme forms of psychosis and dementia. Damn. Gamma series does not appear to affect neurotransmitters to the same extent as the alpha series. Do not expect to yield long-term negative psychological effects exhibited by the cloven. So the cloven were driven to the point of insanity by the alpha series? Oh, that's why every time you read something about the cloven, they seem to have, like, worship the Chimeran. I've begun administering the Gamma Series Stage 1 to the Project Abraham subject JS, Jordan Shepard. His physiology continues to transform at an accelerated rate. The pure Chimeran gene re-injected him with have recombined in ways I did not anticipate. The genetic code for these creatures is far more complex than I originally understood. Some of this DNA appears as if it was originally designed to attack and recombine with human genes. That's why they can make chimeras then. I mean, I was reading too with spinners as well as the eggs, because when we in the last video when we was in Twin Falls, there was a a spinner egg in a doghouse, and when we broke it open, it's like a really tiny version of the Grim, which were the Grims are the scary zombie looking things that burst out of those eggs. So it's like when a human's cocooned, they don't just transform. It's like they are broken down and reformed into what is needed the most, which is very, very. It's so weird. It's very weird. But yeah, you're not really human. It would explain why on the bed in Twin Falls you see a couple who have taken an overdose of pills and they've died, yet they still have sort of transformed into like a Cameron state. Yet they've been dead, which would mean that maybe the spinners got to them. No, again, I wouldn't know how because spinners wrap up in cocoons, don't they? Maybe they were killed by the what they were called. You know the spires when they shoot at spires. But I don't know. It's very weird. Like the couple on the bed, but who OD'd is very confusing because they're showing signs of transforming, yet they were dead. Yeah, it's very weird. It doesn't really. I don't know how to explain the fact that they're not cocooned. If they were cocooned up, that I could understand, but they weren't. So how were they like transformed into a Chimerian when they were? Unless the OD, no, because once you've transformed into a Chimerian, you're already dead basically. Let's not dwell on that. Anyway, the second subject, Nathan Hale, showed no negative signs as a result of the injection. It is possible that the immune system has entirely destroyed the pure Chimerian DNA strands. Why did it not destroy it in Jordan then? Hold on, pure Chimerian changes into and combine them. So Hale's immune system basically prevented him from turning into what Shepard has when he turned into Daedalus. And then when he was spied when he went to York in Fall of Man, that must have rebooted it back up. Hence why he's sort of going a bit crazy. It may, oh yeah, it may also merely be dormant. It could be reinvigorated if the substance is exposed to a strain of the Cameroon virus. That's why Hale was immune, but it kicked up again. That sucks balls. Oh, here we go. This is Shepard's. He's only 5'9". Damn, he was tiny. Private, the test case, killed in action in December 8, 1950. He participated in Project Abraham, terminated due to manifestation of omitted? Remanded for treatment and further study. So he was remanded to Iceland, as we already know. What was it due to? Maybe the manifestation of Daedalus? Maybe? He did turn into Daedalus. Contact with subject is prohibited without G-level clearance or above. Subject was inoculated with blank, retrieved from superstation Genesis. Immediate genetic recombination resulted, altering the subject's physical and mental state beyond projected figures. All attempts to hinder progress of virus via inhibitors have proven ineffective. Suggestions the subject was immunocompromised at the time of initial treatment. That's a weird word. Subject claims to have experienced oral and visual hallucinations and has since displayed violent behavior towards patients and staff. He demands his wife Hannah be brought to the facility and becomes enraged when the request is denied. He may be communicating with something, but this is yet to be proven. So he was communicating with Cameron. Well, I don't know whether he omitted it. It's weird. So he was inoculated with was it with, what was he miss? Is it with Beta? What was it, Alpha? No, Alpha was the Cloven, wasn't it? Gamma series. So he was stage 1 Gamma. So stage 1 Gamma received from Stage Genesis. Wow. Additional notes. July 8th, 1951. The bodies of 11 SERPA employees have been discovered outside the subject's cell. Report filed by attending physician Orts Martin claims all 11 died from severe head trauma. The position of the corpse would indicate that the subject's injuries were self-inflicted, but some speculate Shepard is responsible. All attempts to question him have been unsuccessful. July 10th, subject transferred to Igloo Station for Project Daedalus. But he probably mind fucked them, didn't he, into smashing their skulls open. Wow. He is a crazy bastard. So we're in chapter 5 now. There's only one intel, which is kind of short. This is to do with Capelli's. He has a temper, doesn't he? Incident report prepared by Ross Schneider. 53 Feb. At approximately 0900 hours, security officers were called to respond to a code yellow incident involving Oscar Frederick Percy in the Medbay Clinic. According to Sergeant Benjamin Warner, the attending physician discovered Capelli in a torpid state, bleeding from apparently self-inflicted wounds. When Dr. Villamisa attempted to administer first aid, Capelli became instantly alert and enraged, throwing him through a plate glass window. Plate glass window? Shit. Warner eventually subdued Capelli, but was unable to sedate him until the security officers arrived. He was transferred to G-level holding cell. Resulted injuries include the following. So, the Villazima guy received several lacerations to the hands, forearms, and face. Broken collarbone, broken knee, separated shoulder. Jean had a fractured clavicle, broken nose, broken humerus, broken ulna, and Quebec crushed jaw. Holy shit. He ain't fucking eating hamburgers anytime soon. Broken humerus, torn rotor cuff, multiple bruises on the head and torso. Response. Recommendation. Immediate psychological profile. Status red until further notice. Wow. What the hell happened to Capelli? Doesn't really say why he did that. It did say that he had the inhibitors do cause him to have a bit of a temper.
Hold on, Capelli. Move up. Flanking position.
Oh look, it's can't go back.
I thought Gracie found
Ledge.
this place 2 years ago. He did. Word is not everyone made it out.
Grace. That was self-patronizing asshole. Yeah, this area is a pain in the arse. I get the yeeps just thinking about it. Ah, Splicer. That's going to be introduced to a new weapon. It's I think the Splicer shoots out discs. Yeah. I remember this being absolutely shite. Oh, you can't charge it up like you could on the. I think in number 3, I think you can like hold to charge it up and it shoots out like heated blades that slice through enemies and bounce around. This area has shit tons of Grims. Yeah, it's ambush heavy. It's.
Negative, Echo. We've got interference on all feeds.
What?
Stand by while we clean up the snow.
Yeah, that's why they give you this gun. It cuts through like Grims and stuff. It's quite interesting, but at the same time, it's really annoying. It's one of those guns where it's it's like the sapper from Fall of Man and the Hailstorm. You know, it's like it's a good gun in situations, but half the time you don't get enough ammo to really utilize it. So when you do pick it up, you know, it's like you would never use it more than you want to.
Contact on the right. Smoke him.
Why did you come for me?
Dumpster, right side.
Oh, look at him, just bouncing around.
Stay back. We'll take him from here.
Right, yeah, unless you're going for like legs. Well, you are using guns in an area where you said you shouldn't. Come on, lads, why are you going for me? Like, I got like a whole team next to you, and you're only attacking me. Like, that's bullshit. That's what I mean. Splicer. Like, they were all going straight for me. That's bollocks. Out of all the... I hate that. This is like, just ruined Fall of Man for me. These enemies. They don't see anybody else except you. You are the only character they attack. It's so stupid. Especially when you've got like Grims and they attack you in fucking swarms. Yeah, and your team, they literally just stand there and let them attack me. You're all a bunch of fucking idiots. I hate all of you. Oh. You know, look at Big Man Capella with his fucking minigun and he barely does any damage. That Grim took a surprising amount of shots from a Gatling gun to the torso before he died. Oh, might have a better weapon.
Contact on the right.
shit. Anybody else?
Fire escape, 1 o'clock.
There we go. Really? You took all that damage? That's what I mean. It's like a... It's a really fun gun, but it just does fucking nothing.
Over here, Lieutenant.
Like, Grims are like the weakest enemies. You know, and... The splicer like rips through them like butter, but it doesn't instantly kill them. I mean, maybe if a headshot, maybe? I don't know. Just easy just to gun them down with bullets.
Watch the fire escape. Contact on the right.
No wonder the regenerating health. Like, if the... The hell? How did that get glitched up there? This game has a habit of, like, having bodies in weird positions. Really cool. Have you all calmed down now? Jesus Christ. Come on, lads. I hate how they give you the shittest gun. You know, the
Hold your
fucking...
fire. Everyone clear?
The carbine.
Clear.
Yeah, these guys are just dead. This is weird that you see actual people and not, That's spooky. I don't like that. Yeah, it's like actual dead people, but people and not like transformed people. Meaning they must have been killed by Grims. Maybe? Oh. That's... Sounds like a turret. Is this where we're going to get split up?
Echo 1, we have a situation. Scout vehicle just spotted stalkers moving east towards city limits. They may have locked onto the VTOL's transponder.
What was that?
Copy that. I'll send Hawthorne and Capelli back to lend support. Capelli, squawk in when you've secured the site.
Roger that. We're on our way. Let's move, Hawthorne.
Such hot sexual tension between those two.
Looks like we got Hellfire turrets.
Of course we do.
Any chance they've been deactivated?
Throw something out. Oh, yep. Wow.
Stay behind cover. I'll take out the first one. You take the one across the street.
Fire escape ought to lead you to the second floor. Once you take out the turret, I'll move into position.
Yeah, it's very weird to see actual people in dead bodies and not like dead merged Chimeran bodies. Probably like one of the only places you actually see actual humans dead, and not ones that have been transformed. Really want a better bloody gun. So if we go outside, we'll get.
Sir, that area's not... Hale, get back!
I'm just teasing you, Warner. Just teasing you. I love how he's concerned about me. Good bloke. Oh. There's one.
Turrets down! Move!
It's a shame we can't
Position. I'll take out the one
reuse
across the street.
like these turrets. Is that a far eye? Oh, wait a minute. How do I get rid of the carbine?
I've got hostiles here. I'm taking auger fire.
I see him. I'm on my way.
Negative. The turret's still active. Do what you can from over there, but stay out of the open.
One down.
Thought I bought it there for a second.
Yeah, so what I've realized is you don't have to hold
Turret disarmed. Head to
the
next one.
alt button for the fire eye to trigger the slowdown time. If you press it, it sort of has it anyway. It's a very short amount of
You're all
time.
clear, Hale. Move to the next turret.
Ooh. Motherfucker almost shot me in the back. Oh, I remember what that is. I remember what that is. Yeah. Did you notice the thing that flew past really quickly in the last little cutscene we just had? Yeah. Can you guess what that's going to be? That's right.
Turret's down.
Gonna be a boss fight.
Into the next one. I
Wait
got
for
a
him to
swarm of them
disable
on
that.
me. I need some support.
Try to lure them to the windows. I'll take them out.
That's right. All of you get stuck in that one section of the map. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Area secure. We got him.
You telling me you couldn't kill those like 4 Chimera?
Turret's down. You're clear to move.
Okay, make sure that I can actually jump. Yeah, jumping sometimes in this game is quite buggy. I've had it where the
Last turret down on my side.
where I can't
Did you alert
jump,
Capelli?
so it like glitch off.
Waiting on a squawk
Very
back.
weird.
Command to Echo. Recon unit picked up 3 hunter drones heading south towards your location. Find a spot and dig in.
The hunter drones are
Got a
the
visual on the drones.
shield ones.
Here they come.
I've got a clear shot. I'll take them out from here. Two left.
All clear. Heading to the last turret now.
There you go.
Echo, come in. We've reached the VTOL.
I thought those were the guys with the shields.
Capelli's working on him, but I don't think he's gonna make it. Can you get the VTOL in the air? Negative. No way to repair it with that stalker out there. Copy that. Hold position.
Come on, Warner.
Come to you as
Jesus,
soon as
man.
we're clear. Final turret's down. I'm headed back to the VTOL. We'll squawk in as soon as we're inbound. Be safe,
Thanks,
Lieutenant.
brother. You're safe as well, man. Like Warner's the only one I actually like as a team. Like you know, someone who would trust to watch my back. Hawthorne, you don't really talk to as much. Like Warner's like your second in command sort of thing, and Capella's like you could say your protagonist, your antagonist, which is